You know what might be the most important date of your entire life?
What?
It's the first date after you get out of a long-term relationship.
That's not,
yeah, it's a rebound.
yeah, it's not important. It's just like, will it lead to the bedroom? Because that's
No.
the only way I'm getting over
No, it's
the
like you
last
see
guy.
how out of it you've been, you know?
Yeah.
How
The
out
thing
of
is,
the world.
if that date ends up being a bad one,
Yeah.
you could end up swearing off romance forever.
That's true, actually.
You're giving it one date after a breakup? Jesus,
No.
are you not patient?
It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be good. You
Okay.
just hope it doesn't go horribly, horribly wrong and blow up in your face.
Yeah, I get that. I get
But
that.
unfortunately, that's what happened to one of our listeners, Krista.
Okay.
And before she makes the decision to give up on men forever,
Wow.
she's reached out to us for a little bit of help. So, Krista, first of all, welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning. Hi.
That is
morning.
that is a heavy welcome, Krista.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
if you had such a bad date, why do you want to call this guy back?
Okay, well, I have to explain though, because it's not really a bad date with this guy.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Give us the rundown. Tell us what happened.
Okay, so I was in a 2-year relationship. That's over. I'm newly single. Like, I'm on apps, like a few apps.
Yeah.
So I matched with this guy on Tinder. His name's Paxton. I'm like, okay, great, fine. And
Try not to judge him by his name.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard not to though.
Yeah.
Everybody had an image in your head as soon
Yeah.
as you said
I
Paxton.
totally
He was
did.
definitely a prom king.
Yeah, frat
It's
boy, baby.
Paxton.
yeah, no, I could tell right away. Like, he's super douchey.
He's a Paxton.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that a good thing?
No, he talked about himself the whole time. Like, oh, and he kept using the term, he kept going, boy.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh God. How long
Yeah.
did it last?
No.
How long were you on this date for? It sounds terrible.
Why do I like him?
Well, he was talking about like these hot women he's hooked up with.
Oh.
Of course he was.
He's like, oh, but you're not like them. But that's
Wait.
a good thing.
Like the hot part or the hookup part?
yeah, wait a minute.
The hot part.
Oh, what a D-bag.
Oh,
That's
God.
awful. Tell a girl
sounds
she's
Like,
not.
yeah, you're really like natural looking.
What do you say to that?
I just stared at him. I was like, what the, and then like he had some shots in front of him.
Oh,
He's like,
God.
oh, I'm gonna get more drinks. And then
Uh,
he goes, more drinks, buddy, or whatever.
oh,
I
God.
like him.
Did
The more
you-
talk about
No.
him.
Did you just leave? I mean, like, I'm not up for like ghosting somebody on a date, but this guy sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Sounds like an eye roll. Just
Yeah.
like, dude, get
Yeah.
out of here.
So what happened next?
Well, so it gets worse. I mean, so I watch him go to the bar, and he's hitting on this other girl. Like, he's talking to this other girl, and he's
Oh my
laughing.
God.
What?
Love that. Yep.
What a
He
tool.
gets a white wine, like it looks like what I'm drinking, and he hands it to that girl.
What?
Oh my gosh, he bought her your drink?
Tell me you left at this point.
Yeah, no, at that point, I'm like, well, do I leave or do I throw a drink in his face? Like, how dramatic do I want to be here?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How dramatic do I want to be here?
Super dramatic.
What'd you go with?
Well, I look over to him, and he just gives me this shrug, like puts his hands in the air, like, what am I going to do? She's hot.
What?
Stupid
Yeah,
Paxton.
You're not my girlfriend yet.
So I saw this other guy by the end of the bar, and he's by himself, and I was like, all right, he's cute.
That a girl.
Hey,
Now we're
Oh.
talking.
fire with fire.
Okay.
And I chugged that glass of wine, so I'm like feeling kind of loose or whatever. So
Confident.
What's his name? Braxton?
Braxton and
It's
Paxton.
Brayden.
Yeah.
then I would have run out the door.
Oh, okay.
His name was Luke, and
Luke. Okay.
it just sounds dumb. I mean, at the time, it was the best I could come up with. But I said something like, "Is your night going as bad as mine right now?" And we kind of joked about that. And he was like, "Well, not yet." Ha ha ha. And,
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
That's right,
I don't
like
think it's a
Luke.
bad opener, you know?
Is he like, girl?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
yeah. It's not the best opener, but you know what? He responded to it. He put some humor in, and there was a connection.
And men like to
Yeah.
like swoop in and save the
I was
day,
like,
right?
I've had good hookups from the other guy not being good. I think guys like that.
You know, it's
Totally
like, oh,
do.
he sucks. Let me show you. I
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
You know? I don't
Should
think
be-
it's
How
bad.
you should be treated.
So we're able to keep a connection going with Luke?
yeah, I mean, we talked for a long. Like I pointed out, I pointed out the whole thing. It was like,
Oh.
yeah, when you're getting out there, you got to sort through the bad ones to get to the good ones. And
Right.
it was like some good advice. Like he just seemed like a genuine dude, and I learned stuff about, like, we had a conversation. Like,
Nice.
he's a runner and his job's in the science field, and
Cool.
he's like,
Brooks, cool. Science.
Cool. I'm listening.
Yeah.
He just sounds interesting.
Does he?
You said one word. Science.
To be honest, I didn't really get it. And so I was like, oh, science. But it sounded great.
It's definitely an upgrade from the douchebag that you were with a second ago.
Yeah.
Did he reveal that he was single?
It seemed like it. Well, he said he was there to meet a friend, and his friend couldn't make it. He had plenty of time. When you go like, oh, yeah, I'm just out. My girlfriend's out with her friends tonight. He had plenty of chances to, throw that in.
Yeah.
That's true.
But if he liked you and he was flirting with you, even if he didn't have any intention of doing anything, men also like the,
stroke our ego.
Totally,
Yeah. She's
totally.
into me.
Even if
I
he
still
has
got
a
it.
girlfriend, he's like, well, I'm not going to do anything, so I'll just let her continue to think.
Yeah. So how'd you wrap things up with Luke?
Well, okay, so I'm the one who suggested. I was like, we should hang out again.
Mm-hmm.
And he took my phone. He put his number in my phone.
Okay,
So,
All
that's a
right.
bold move.
yeah, so I texted a couple times. He didn't respond. But, maybe he wasn't attracted to me. Maybe he thinks I'm desperate because I went from one guy to, hanging out with him or whatever. But I
Yeah.
did like him.
Or he has a girlfriend.
It's possible.
I guess we're going to find out.
We will. Okay, let's play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Luke for you, and we'll try and get you your second date. All right, boy?
Oh, God.
Oh, if Luke doesn't answer, let's call
Oh,
Paxton.
man.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it right after this. Hold on. If you're just joining us for the second date, one of our listeners, Krista, called for help. She just got out of a 2-year relationship,
Why are we
and
playing this?
the first guy she meets off Tinder turned out to be a real winner.
That's
Yeah.
not exactly
And by
right.
winner, I mean gold medal in the douche Olympics.
There's the theme song.
It is the Olympic Games.
And I'm going to spare you the details of it, but basically this guy Paxton ended up hitting on another woman in front of Krista
Oh my gosh.
and even handed that other woman her drink.
Yeah.
So Krista decided to get back at him by talking to a different guy who was sitting alone at the bar.
I mean, also because she didn't want to waste her good makeup and hair and
Yeah.
everything. I don't think it was
Yeah.
about Paxton at all.
No.
She saw an opportunity and she took it, Jeffrey.
That's right. And so she met this new guy, Luke. They had a great conversation, according to her. But now, after exchanging phone numbers, Luke is not responding to any of her texts. But Krista, did I miss anything there?
No, that's kind of it. It's depressing when you say it, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think you should look at it the other way. I think you're going to be just fine in the dating world. I think Luke's going to have a girlfriend. That's what I think. But
Yeah, me
that's,
too, bro.
that's not on you.
I
No,
agree.
that's how the dating world is.
Yeah.
Hey, doesn't mean we still can't get her a date.
Yeah. and then we'll have a silver medalist in the douche Olympics, Luke. But let's find out for sure, okay? We're going to call Luke's number and see what he has to say. You ready to do this, Krista?
Yeah, okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, is this Luke?
speaking. Who's this?
My name's Jeff from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I was hoping for a bigger response there.
It's
but
fine.
that's okay.
You always are.
I always
you never
am,
get
and
it. So I don't
Someone's
know.
gonna go Jeff. Oh my God, is this Jeff?
Yeah.
Like
way.
Young Jeffrey.
I mean, Jeff is such a famous name.
I really
you know?
need to lower my expectations. Anyway, Luke, so we're from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning, and we're doing something called a second date. Have you ever heard of that before?
I haven't.
That's okay.
Yep.
Okay, Jeff.
The
take
rest
it,
of us
take
have
it.
low expectations,
Yeah.
so you're
So-
only hurting Jeffrey.
The way that it works is if one of our listeners goes out on a date and afterwards, if they're not calling them back, you can email our show and we'll help you get back in touch with your date to figure out the reason why they've been ghosting.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah. And you didn't actually technically go on a date, but
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I guess.
this falls in the gray area, but recently you met a woman who really liked you, and her name's Krista.
Oh, Krista. Yeah, she was super sweet.
oh,
Yeah.
that is a positive response, Luke.
I mean, yeah, normally we don't get those types of responses. Maybe 2% of the time they'll say something really happy and uplifting.
Yeah, the rest of it's like people are dry heaving
Yeah.
on the other end.
Oh no.
So we're off to a really good start with this phone call already.
Good.
So
Now-
you liked Krista.
Super sweet girl. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, he said super sweet twice.
That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, that's okay. So obviously Krista's confused because according to her, she's been trying to reach you after you guys hung out and you have not been responding.
Yeah, I just think maybe it's not going to work out between us. Like, I don't know. I'm just not sure, so I didn't want to kind of lead her off.
Is that
Why?
because you're in a relationship, Luke?
I'm dating here and there, but nothing really exclusive right now.
Are you one of those people
I
that
don't
just
know.
keep thinking like something better is going to come along? Like,
Brooke, that's just what you
Comedian?
think all the time.
I've never thought of that.
Doesn't wanna
You're not
date
good
long
enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of people feel that way.
That's how she feels about her
Nah,
husband
they're
right
just
now.
like to play
No,
the
I love
field.
my husband.
What's going on, Luke?
Well, you've clearly spoken to her. What did she tell you guys?
I mean, she said that she was at the bar on a date with a different guy.
It was like her first date out of a 2-year relationship.
Right. And it didn't go well. And so she went over and ended up sitting down next to you and even told you about the guy and the horrible date that she was just on. And you were very supportive and very nice and had a great conversation.
You were super sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says that you gave her your number and you guys were talking about hanging out again.
Like it seemed like there was chemistry from her description.
Is that not true?
That's all true, 100%. But here's what happened after she left.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
That guy that she was with, Paxton, came over.
Oh, no.
Came over to you?
He came over to me, started talking to me. And at first he was super confrontational. And
What?
he was just like, what's up with that? Why are you talking to her?
I hate this guy so much.
Yeah.
Was he saying, "What's up, boy? Why are you talking to her, boy?" She said he used boy a lot.
Because I'm her boy.
He does say that a lot.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, the guy was literally hitting on another woman during their first date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
Super
dud.
cocky.
She had mentioned that, but Paxton also mentioned that Krista was kind of frosty and cold towards him.
What?
Okay, so he's blaming her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wonder why she was frosty and cold.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I was able to talk him down, he calmed down. And then the more we talked, it's going to sound strange, but like we actually ended up becoming friends.
Oh.
He's actually kind of cool. He's really supportive.
Oh.
Like he tells me to just go for the things that I want to go for. I don't really have a lot of like cool guy friends like that.
So you and Paxton ended up bonding, and now the two of you are friends.
Yeah, in fact, he's actually texted me a few times to even hang out this week, and I was like, of course, man. Like,
What?
we've been bonding.
Wow.
So wait.
Oh, we've been bonding.
So you can't date her because you're dating the douchebag she was on a date with?
Friend dating.
They're
Yeah.
bros.
Why can't you also go out with her?
Well, so when Krista got in touch with me, she was just ragging on him, and like,
Well, yeah.
I get that she had a really bad experience with him, but I just thought like, if I was dating her, she would not be happy that I'm buds with the guy that she had such a bad experience with, and if I had to choose, I'm already friends with him now. We've been talking
Oh
so
my-
much.
You guys know
Bros
the
before
rules.
hoes.
But you're like assuming what she would feel, like any guy that you date always
No.
has at least one or two super
he's
douchey
friends with
friends,
Paxton.
you know,
She's
like
right, yeah.
You're right. Let's not assume how she would feel. Let's
Yeah.
just ask Krista directly, because I need to let you know, Luke,
Yeah.
she's on the other line listening and she wants to talk to you.
You could have told me that at the beginning.
Oh, sorry. I'm not very good at
you didn't
this.
say anything bad.
Wow.
It's cool.
Krista, you there?
Yeah, I know. I'm here. I'm definitely here.
I didn't know you were on the line. They didn't tell me that. I just hadn't responded because I figured you wouldn't be happy or delighted with me being buds with Paxton now. And that
Yeah.
was honestly like the main reason I hadn't gotten back to you. I thought you were really pretty. You were super kind.
You can stop talking right now. Like, you're friends with that guy? You became friends with that guy.
Well,
He's-
he was really nice to me.
He was nice to you. What are you, a puppy dog? Someone is nice to you and you like them automatically? Like, that's not how the world works. That's just not how. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but we just broed out together. I'm supposed to be mean to people who are nice to me?
Krista, I mean, this is what happens in the guy world. Nothing is more powerful than the bro connection. It trumps everything else. And if you have to choose between the bro connection and the girl connection, you're going with the guy.
I have to say, in all honesty, there are guys out there that are the coolest dudes, super nice, bro to bro, but then you hear how they treat girls and you're like, what? You're like, how? You cheat on people?
I mean, but
Or
that's
you're
that's the
verbally-
same in the world of women. Like
Sure.
I have girlfriends who are amazing girlfriends, and I'm sure you do too,
Yeah.
Krista,
But they
that are
cheat.
or psycho in a
Yeah.
relationship. You
I
know,
love
like
psycho friends.
I like
See? You know too, Alexis.
Alexis may be the psycho friend I'm talking about.
Right.
That she's great with me, but why does that affect you? Why are you upset about their bromance?
You know what? I probably wouldn't have been. But now that it's his reason for not calling me back or for not texting me, like, it's almost like he's like, oh, I have to choose. And so it wasn't dramatic until he made it dramatic. And now, obviously, it's a thing.
honestly, like, if you're cool with me being Paxton's friend, I would love to date you. But if you're not, then, you know, I just didn't want to send you the wrong message. And I didn't want to be the bad guy in this. So, like, if you're cool with it, I would love to go out.
Okay, so Luke, you're still interested in dating Krista if she's cool with you and Paxton being bros, being boys.
Yeah.
Boy.
You know, maybe I just think she might have read him wrong that night. Maybe the three of us, if we hung out, it might be kind of fun.
Okay, wait, no, wait. You want me to hang out with you and that bag?
Oh.
Yeah, this actually could be the perfect opportunity for me right here.
I don't know that was an excited voice. I think you're misinterpreting.
Really? Because
Give it a go.
There was
Give it
a
a go,
lot of
Jeffrey.
energy in it. Luke, I would love to send you, Krista, and Paxton out on a date,
Ooh, all in the same bag.
and we'll pay for it.
I would have
What do you
gone on a date with just you, but why is this guy, what is happening?
What is happening?
Besties.
Paxton's really cool. After a few shots, that guy's even more fun than he was, like, in the beginning.
Oh,
More fun?
that's a good sign of
Could
someone
it
you want
be
to hang out
possible?
with.
Yeah, Krista, you just got to take a few Jaeger bombs, and you're gonna love them.
I don't want to go on a throuple date.
Okay, well, I guess we'll have to change all our plans, but maybe there's a way that we can just get you and Luke to go out, just the two of you. Luke, is that okay?
That would be fine with me. I just want to be upfront that, like, Paxton is now a friend. And, you know, if I'm given an ultimatum someday, I'm going to have to go with my friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
ready.
That's not a red flag, Krista.
We'll get that put down on paper and notarized to make
Yeah.
sure that it's legal. But, Krista, what do you say? One more date with just Luke.
I don't even understand this whole thing has been so weird.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anything else going on right now. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, boys! Successful second date.
You are not going to regret it, Krista. I'm so much more fun. Ever since I met Paxton, you're going to love it.
You can just stop. Just stop.